Good afternoon, folks. As always, give thanks and praises to your Creator, wherever you may conceive your Creator to be. For me, any day above ground, a beautiful day. Let me jump right into this day. I was watching a video. I'm going to try to recap everything the guy said. Not really word for word, but it make a lot of sense. The guy name is Real Mercury. And he's saying that this pandemic is a bunch of BS. And he break it down for you very simply. He says, if the pandemic is really what it is, and you have all the businesses shut down and people that work hard to keep their businesses going, but it's all shut down because of this pandemic, why is it that the government employees are not being laid off? That was one. He says again, how is it that there's supposed to be a pandemic, but you have people locked on inside their houses, but still you're letting up prisoners because you don't want them to get the corporate virus in prison? Doesn't make no sense either. He also says that this really was a pandemic. How come that the homeless people that don't have adequate water or adequate hygiene or soaps to use to bathe, they're not dying out? Makes sense again. He also says you're going to close dentist's office, but you're going to have abortion clinics open. Makes sense again. He also says you're going to kill millions of babies a year with abortions, but you want to try to save all people from catching a virus. But you're going to have abortion clinics to kill millions of babies a year, but you're going to try to save all people from catching a virus. He says it doesn't make no sense. He talked about social distancing, and I said before the same thing. Now, social distancing is really AI technology, where they can actually pinpoint you with face recognition to know exactly who you are. Partially, if you have on a hoodie, and normally, if you don't have on a hoodie, that's social distancing is for them to pinpoint you to know exactly who you are. Then again, he said last year, 1.5 million people died of tuberculosis. That's 1.5 million people died of tuberculosis. But no person was ordered to wear a mask because it wasn't on the media for you to wear a mask. So it wasn't mandatory to wear a mask. But 1.5 million people died last year of tuberculosis, and it wasn't a pandemic. Makes sense again. I keep telling people, you have to think this is a pandemic, not a pandemic. You know what I'm saying? So even like the new normal, he says, well, how can it be new normal? How can it be normal wearing a mask, inhaling the same brief oxygen that you're inhaling constantly, locked down in your house, can't socialize, and that's supposed to be new normal? What's so normal about that? You know what I'm saying? And it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. And I said before, people, this is a pandemic. This is for them to control the mass population of people, to keep them locked on inside the house. It's a lot of things going on. I mean, it's a lot of things behind the scenes going on with this pandemic is concerned. But let's take it into consideration and let's analyze the situation and look at it from an outside point of view. Because like I said before in the previous video, Walmart have one side closed off, totally closed off, and you have people entering and exiting one side, and it's supposed to be social distancing. Well, you don't have one door open for going in and one door coming out for exiting. But no. So you see, it doesn't make sense to me. And then they want to make you mandatory to wear a mask for what? You constantly wearing a mask, you're breathing in that same stale air over, and it has to make you sick. You know what I mean? So, doesn't make sense to me, folks. Doesn't make sense. So, until then, folks, listen. Always be aware. Don't watch the media, because the media always put bullshit out to get you confused. Stay focused. And remember, there's always a higher agenda behind whatever is going on. Until then, peace out. One love.